Hey YouTube, this is the latest character I've been working on, and I'm going to use him to demonstrate a really useful tip, particularly for people with low-end computers. This is going to be a very performant way to add some really high-frequency details to your model. So let's pop over to our shading tab, and what I have going on here, I'll show you this node setup. Over here is just my normal night textures that you see on the model currently. And then over here, I've done a really basic gold material and this mix shader, and we're mixing it based off this image texture that we haven't painted on yet. We're about to, which also controls bump. And this multiply node here is to make sure that it really comes through. I found that 20 worked really well and made it so that the gold was really, there. So let's pop over to our texture paint tab. And by default, when you do that, it'll automatically put you into texture paint mode. If you get out of texture paint mode, just press Control Tab and go to texture paint, or of course the handy dandy doodad up there. Now, if you do have a really low-end computer, you might want to keep this in solid viewport display. That's Z solid. But if you have a bit of a better computer, you can go to material preview mode, and it's a nice way to work. Lets you really see what you're doing. But it's not necessary. So I'm going to use the paint hard brush here. And the only things you need to change about this is you need to put in a new texture. So just press the new button, and then you click that little, I don't know what to call this button. It's kind of like two little pills. It's show texture and texture tab. And then we're gonna go to open, and then we're gonna go over to, in my case, I'm gonna be using this brush pack that I just made and released on Gumroad. And I'm gonna use this one because this one's kind of my favorite out of the bunch, honestly. While we're over here in the texture tab, I wanna go to mapping, and I'm just gonna change this extension to clip. Which is important for some of the bigger brushes, but it's kind of fine with this one. And then for texture mask, we just want to select that same texture. And then for stroke, I'm going to change that to anchored. And then we can just drag out these nice little gold details if we change our color to white. Now we can drag out these nice little gold details, and I'll do something like that, and then maybe we'll put some little ones around, and I'm just gonna go kind of wild with these. I think you should spend some more time on it and get them really pretty. Let's pop over to our texture tab again, and I'm gonna grab one of these really big ones. And just for demonstration purposes, you'll notice that there's this fading at the edge there, right? It's not actually supposed to be like that. And so we're gonna go over to our we're gonna change our fall off from custom to constant, and then we get this sharp edge there, but it's still not showing our full thing. So what we want to do is change our size from 1 to 1.5 on both of these. And then because earlier I already changed the mapping to clip instead of repeat, it's not gonna tile them. And so that'll effectively make it kind of smaller in here, and then we can just pop it on like that. And then, you can put that wherever. Might be gratuitous on the shins, although I kind of like it. Bear in mind, because of the way that Blender's texture painting works, if you do it near edges, things can get a little stretched like that. You can lean into it and be fine with it, or you might want to, clean it up manually in some way. I'll switch over to, let's go with this one now, and we'll just pop in some more leaves over here and maybe up there. And yeah, that's pretty much the technique. Um, if you want to support the channel, I'd really appreciate if you checked out my brushes here on Gumroad. But again, this will work with any alpha brushes that you find online or that you make yourself. You know, I made these myself. I'm a human being just like you. You can make your own alpha brushes if you choose to. Not trying to limit you in any way or be too pushy with my shameless self-promotion. So hopefully that technique helped you out. The one last thing that you want to make sure that you do with this is save the texture, and just make sure it's selected, and then over in the image preview here, you can go to image and save, or press Alt S and save as. And if you watch this other video that I put on screen, link in the description as well, then you can bake both of these down into a single image file and put it into any game engine if you need to compile it for a game engine. And yeah, that's that. Thank you for watching. I hope you got something out of this video. Again, if you were to sculpt these details, you would have to go into crazy million polygon levels that Blender frankly cannot handle. And that even ZBrush might struggle a little bit to get this, you know, small of details in something. So texture painting it is a good way to go. Even on high-end computers, but especially on low-end computers. And that's what this is about. So I hope you enjoyed it, and I hope you have a great night and or day. It's night for me, and bye-bye.